Hello, ISEC in Asia Pacific. Hope you are doing well. My name is Shubh Jaiswal. I'm the MCVP IGV for ISEC in India. So in this video, I'm going to explain you the function knowledge, which includes both GV and GT. At the same time, you'll be understanding what message is required through this session itself, right? So starting with the very basic knowledge, to be very frank and very bluntly honest, in order to perform very better in your entities, it's very important that you should understand the basic of each and every portfolio, like the roots, like what's the basics of the GV or GT, especially customer flow, which is very important, and you need to understand where they come from. Secondly, the value proposition, which includes the major aspects of any product which you run in your entity, which also helps your LCs to perform in a much better way. Thirdly, the most important thing is the supply and demand. Supply and demand plays a very major important role, not only locally, nationally, but globally as well. You need to understand the global supply and demand, and accordingly, you can make your IR partners. Now, coming back to the functional knowledge itself, there are a lot of core competencies involved while running the product as an MCVP or as an LCVP, right? So it's very simple. As an LCVP, you need to engage your portfolio very well in order to understand your national reality and the local reality as well. You need to understand your local market for both GV and GT. While running IGV, you need to understand your market reality for the STGs. While running OGV, you need to understand which market you'll capitalize for the signups, like which university, which market should be there. For GT, at the same time, you need to understand. For IGT, you need to understand which companies you can tap in your market, right? And for OGT, you need to have some professional EPs who can go for an exchange for the internship. So you need to understand which institute you can tap for the professional EPs itself, right? Excuse me. But at the same time, to understand the knowledge for all the portfolios, it's very important that you capitalize on the projects available with your IR partners, and at the same time you need to understand which projects suit for your EPs, which is also called the buyer persona. Sometimes it all depends, like there's a high supply but there is a low demand, and sometimes it can be possible that there's a low supply but high demand. So you need to align both the things. Looking into the past reality of Asia Pacific region, we are majorly growing in terms of numbers, but if you will see the data, only few entities are contributing to the numbers. So what is the major reason major reason behind that, why not all the entities are contributing, right? And at the same time, and at the end of this session, the major message will be clear to the delegates that why each and every entity needs to perform in order to grow as a better AP region, right? How we can be globally number one in the whole region across the ISEC network, right? So yeah, that's the major things, which AP region needs to understand, why AP region needs to grow together, and how they can do more approvals or the realizations, and how they can get more completes at the same time, right? So yeah, this is the major important points which needs to be delivered to the delegates, and needs to be understand the major portfolios during the session itself. Thank you so much.